Welcome back to the Sunshine Fam. Good afternoon, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this. Thank you for joining me tonight, Sunshine Fam. My name is Chloe and I'd like to welcome you. And welcome to 2024. Yes, this is my first video of the year. I know we have been in this year for about a week and a half, but I've been kind of busy trying to get my life on track. If you remember my last video, which was, I think that's what I titled it, this is my last video, from 2023, I did read out a list of things that I want to, or goals that I want to accomplish this year. And I've actually been accomplishing some of them, and some of them will be an ongoing thing, like paying off certain debts and stuff like that. And I always do this at the wrong time. My clock, yes. Okay, so this is a journey that I want you to take with me. And it's probably going to go on all year round, or all year. I don't think I'm going to make this a series, but you'll notice the change in me as we go along, especially before March, I think. Hopefully, by March. Things are going to be a lot different with me. Some of it will probably take the whole year because I do want to lose quite a bit of weight this year. I looked at my body mass index and I am considered overweight for my height. And so what I want to do is continue to do my exercising, and which I have been doing pretty religiously, and eating healthier. I've been doing a lot more of that. Not as much chocolate, believe it or not, for those of you that know me. And maybe lose a few pant sizes would be nice. So that will be probably a whole year thing, as long as I can keep my motivation up to continue exercising and eating right and stuff like that. So, and once the summer hits, it's going to be great. Because then I can go outside and walk and not always do the same 10-minute exercise that I found online from this lady who is known as Fabulous 50s, I think it is. She has a few workout videos for people that are over 50 that aren't nearly as strenuous as some of these younger people. There's no weightlifting or anything like that. It's just a 10-minute low-impact exercise regimen that I've been doing for several years on and off. And so I've started that up again. And I want to give you an update on my mom. Because my mom... Oh, shoot, I forgot to set my timer. Okay, here we go. Okay, set my timer. Oh, crud my jiggers. Sorry. I also want to do a few more questions from long ago. John had asked me like 10 different questions, and I have failed to get to the rest of them. So I apologize for that, John. And I went on Facebook and tried to ask people to ask me questions, and not one person responded. So if you guys have any burning questions going through your mind that you would like to ask me, it doesn't necessarily have to be about me or my kids or, you know, anything like that. It could be about pretty much anything. Please leave your comments below and let me know what your questions might be, and I will do the research for you and let you know. And if I feel the question is inappropriate, I will address it, but I will not answer it. So please, only appropriate questions, please. This is not one of those kind of videos, or channels, I should say. So let's get into this Q&A, and then I'll talk about my mom a little bit. So I'm going to answer 3 more questions for you, John. Question number 1 is, what is your all-time favorite sitcom? I didn't really watch this while it was on the air, but CDawg had given me the one season of this sitcom that went on for 10 years. And now I really love it, and especially since we lost one of the cast members last October, and that would be Friends. Love Friends. It's a really good show. If we're talking way back when, I have a lot of sitcoms that I used to watch growing up. Mork and Mindy, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Three's Company. I didn't really get into the Ropers too much, which was like the spin-off of Three's Company. But I never really got into Cheers or Seinfeld or any of those. But yeah, Friends I really like. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. So that is, I would say, one of my favorite sitcoms. I wouldn't say all-time favorite sitcoms, but I have several of those. Okay, next question is, if you had one bit of advice for young women, what would you tell them? What I would tell them is not to focus so much on what people tell you about yourself, especially if it's negative. I know in not really doing research, but like once in a while I'll pick up a magazine, and in one article it will tell you that this person had an eating disorder because they felt that they were too fat, so they ended up with bulimia or anorexia. And then on the very next page, there is an advertisement for a diet pill. Really? Are you kidding me? I think too much emphasis is put on our outward appearance. And so for the young girls out there, or even the young guys, it doesn't have to be necessarily women. What was the question? If you had one bit for young women, I would say this to the guys too. Don't let body image be your life. Okay? It's how you treat people. If you're, I'm not saying don't take good care of yourself. If you want to go to the gym and have a ripped body or whatever, have a six-pack, whatever, if that's your thing, fine. But don't do it to get the attention. I've seen too many Dr. Phil episodes where these young girls go out and they want to be famous, and they go and they get Botox and they get tummy tucks and, lifts and all this stuff. And, one girl had a glam squad, and I'm like, seriously? She didn't go to school because it would take her 3 hours to get ready for school? School, this is like high school. I'm sorry, but high school is not a modeling agency. So don't focus so much on your outward appearance. It's all in how you treat people. And if you're good looking and you know it and you flaunt that, to me, that's very ugly. To some people, they really like that. But to me, that's really ugly. So be who you are. Don't let anybody get you down. Don't let the bullies, tell you to go kill yourself or whatever. They are just jealous of, or, I wouldn't say jealous so much, but these people that are out there to bully people, I think they have a really horrible life, and to make themselves feel better, they bully somebody else. And to me, that's completely and totally wrong. So be friends with those people. I know it's hard, but you don't know what their backstory is. So maybe if you get to know them, maybe they'll turn around and be nice. I'm not saying kill them with kindness, but, maybe in a way, but it may work, it may not. But be true to who you are. I guess that's the best way I can say it. I talk too much, don't I? Okay, so number 3 rather, it's the 10th question that he asked. What is your dream job? Traveling. I would love to have a career, not necessarily a job, but a career in traveling around the world. Seeing all these different places. I got a book years ago called 1,000 Places to See Before You Die. And there's only like one place in Minnesota that it lists, which is the Boundary Waters area. I don't think I've ever been there. I may have gone there when I was in high school for like a field trip, maybe? I don't remember. But it would be great to travel to different areas and get to know the culture and see these places. That's why one of my goals this year was to possibly travel to Ireland. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make that happen. So there's the answers to your questions, John. I know I have a few more on the list. I will try to get to them a little bit quicker next time, but anyway, there's your answers. So, about my mom. I got about 8 minutes here left on my timer, and then I'll still have a few minutes left. So, my mom got out of the hospital right before Christmas, which we were very thankful for. And she seemed to be on the mend. And then all of a sudden, first of the year comes around, and a few days after January 1st, I get a call saying that my mom went back into the hospital. It wasn't a life-threatening situation. This time she was only in the hospital for 2 days rather than 4. And she's home now. She's doing much better, and which I am very thankful for. I didn't break down as much this time as I did last time because we didn't really know a lot. Last time we didn't really know a lot this time, but it sounded like it wasn't really life-threatening. And they caught it early enough, and she's doing much better. So, like I said, my mom is my life. So, to those of you that are watching me that have been praying for my mom, I really appreciate it. She's not 100% out of the woods yet. Keep the prayers coming, but hopefully this is her last trip to the hospital in a very, very, very long time. No more trips to the hospital this year, if at all. I'm hoping. I'm praying. So, and she's in good spirits. I've talked to her a couple times since she was in the hospital, and she's doing good. So, one of the things that I was going to do for my journey this year was, and I think I said it on my last video, was to go to the eye doctor, go to the dentist, and go to the doctor, the regular doctor. I did go to the eye doctor, found out that my eyes are really, really bad. Apparently I got these glasses in 2012. Last time I went to the eye doctor was in 2018. I don't know why those 2 dates are so different, because I thought that I got the glasses at the same time that I had my last appointment, but apparently not. So I'm going to get a new pair of glasses, not sunglasses, but a new pair of glasses, so you'll be noticing that probably on my next video, because it takes about 2 weeks to get the glasses in. Beginning of February, I have a dental appointment and a doctor's appointment scheduled. So I'm taking better care of myself this year. Good job, right? So, and I did get my new San Diego calendar, which I'm very happy about. And my job is going very, very well. I hope things are going well with all of you. I would love to know from all of you that are watching this what you guys did over New Year's and what your goals are for the year, your resolutions. Nobody answered that question in my last video. So maybe John did. Don't remember. But maybe Mike did too. I don't know, Mike, if you are a subscriber to me, but everybody welcome Mike to the Sunshine fam, because I know that he did comment on my last video. Because what I do is, once I make the videos and I upload them to YouTube, then I put them in my Chloe Murphy Facebook page. So he's probably saw it through that. And he's been a long-time friend of mine. And so, Mike, if you're watching this video, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching my video. And so I really would love to hear your comments. I'd love to know where you guys are from. If you want to just say what country you're from, what state you're from. I don't need to know exact address. You know, I prefer you don't. But, you know, I'd like to know where you guys are all coming from. So please leave that in the comments below as well. Country or state or whatever. If you want to put your city, that's fine, as long as it's a big metropolitan city. Like I say, I'm from the Minneapolis area, and that's a very big area. So I don't tell people exactly where I'm at because I'm very private, as you know. Another thing I've been doing is I've been doing my hair a little bit differently, even though from the front you can't really tell. But if I turn around, you will see I have my hair in what's called a topsy tail. So you kind of flip your hair, you put your hair in a ponytail, and then you flip it through to make it look like this. And then you can put like, you could probably do it a few times and then not have the ponytail in the back. And then you can put like hair pieces in your hair and stuff like that too. So I've started doing that to make my hair look a little bit different. I haven't really been doing any of the curling of my hair lately. This winter has really been very warm. We had like 50 degrees on Christmas Day. But now this week, the temperatures are starting to go down. We have been getting a little bit of snow, not as much as last year, thank God. But hopefully we won't get that much snow. But we are starting to get snow now. And I think we maybe have 1 to 2 inches on the ground, which isn't bad. But now there's going to be an Arctic blast that comes through for a few days, and then it's going to start warming up a little bit. So I'm not complaining about the weather we've been having lately. And so here's a little fun fact for you guys. I kind of jump around a lot, and I'm sure you guys are used to that. I have written a book. I don't know if I've ever told you that, but I have written a book about my life. Probably will never be published because it would be detrimental to my family members. But I have written a book. I wrote it a long time ago. I'm starting to work on my second book. It's kind of a memoir of my life that goes into great detail about the abuse that I endured growing up and through both of my marriages. Yes, I have been married twice and not looking for husband number 3. But the book, I titled it To Hell and Back. And the second one I started, but I never really got too much into it. So that's another goal of mine for this year, is hopefully to kind of tweak the end of the last book, because I started getting bored with it and I was like not writing as eloquently as I had for the first majority of the first part of the book. I just kind of started skipping over things and not going into much detail. But I got to tweak that and then start writing my book. I think my first book, I made it from about the time of my birth until 2008 when I got divorced the second time. And I moved back to Minnesota from Illinois. So from the second book, it's going to be probably 2008 through the rest of my life, maybe. Not sure how I'm going to do that, but like I said, it may never be published, but who knows? Maybe, maybe not. So, as my time is probably getting close to the end, I'm on 30 seconds here. I'm almost done with my time now, so we're going to go ahead and stop this. Let me do that. Okay. So we're going to stop that so it doesn't go off. And I'm going to start wrapping things up here, but I just wanted to get in touch with you guys and let you know I'm still around. Having more problems with my hand, so I'm really looking forward to going to see the doctor to find out what's going on with my hand. It's been like in my index finger now, where it's kind of hard for me to do this. Sometimes this finger will crack, and then I'll have a really hard time bending this finger, my ring finger. And sometimes in my wrist and all, up into my elbow will hurt a lot. I do lift a lot of heavy things at work, and so some days it's really hard to get through that pain. And then of course my my left ankle has been hurting a lot lately because the temperatures are starting to drop now, so I think that has a lot to do with it. So hopefully in a few weeks when I go see the doctor,